You know what I was thinking about when I was sitting in that hospital chair? Not my kids, not my life, not God. I was thinking about a man who'd wronged me 15 years ago, long pause, a man who probably hasn't thought about me once since. And there I was, a blood pressure through the roof, left side of my face gone numb, still chewing on something that happened in 2009. Sighs. The doctor said it was a warning, a TIA they call it, a mini stroke. Said if I didn't change something, the next one wouldn't be so polite. And I sat there alone. My wife had passed 2 years before, just me in a paper gown, and this rage I'd been carrying around like it was protecting me. It wasn't protecting me. It was eating me. Looks directly at camera. If you're over 50 and you've got someone in your life you haven't forgiven or something you've never said out loud, I need you to stay right here because I almost died with it still inside me. Now, before I go any further, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I don't have a degree hanging on any wall. Clears throat. What I have is 81 years, and I want you to understand what that actually means. It means I watched my father die at 63, jaw clenched, still angry at his own brother over a piece of land, never resolved it, took it straight into the ground with him. It means I worked 34 years in a job that ground me down most days. Came home tired, swallowed a lot, said I'm fine more times than I can count. Long pause. It means I buried my wife, my two best friends, a son who didn't make it past 47. Sighs. I've been to enough funerals to notice a pattern, and the pattern isn't about who smoked or who didn't, who ate well or who didn't. The ones who went the hardest, the ones who suffered the most at the end, were the ones still holding on to something, still tight in the chest, still unfinished, still waiting for an apology that was never coming. Looks at camera steadily. I'm not up here to impress you. I'm not selling anything. I'm an old man who has made almost every mistake a man can make and somehow outlived most of the people I loved. That's my qualification. And I think that's the only one that matters for what I'm about to tell you. So here it is. The one thing. Pause. It's not cigarettes. It's not red meat. It's not sitting too much or sleeping too little. Those things matter. Sure they do. But this one is different because nobody warns you about it the way they should. Leans forward slightly. It's the anger you never spoke out loud, the stress you smiled through for 30 years, the resentment you packed down so deep you forgot it was even there until 3 in the morning when you can't sleep and your chest feels like someone standing on it. That thing. Now clears throat. I'm talking about the argument you never finished. The words you swallowed at the dinner table because it wasn't the right time, and then it was never the right time. The person who humiliated you and you just nodded and drove home and said nothing. The grief you never actually grieved because there was too much to do and too many people watching. Long pause. Doctors will tell you about cortisol, about blood pressure, about how chronic stress inflames the arteries and strains the heart, and all of that is true. But I'll tell you it's simpler than that. Carrying weight you were never meant to carry alone for years and years and years. Pause. It breaks things inside you, quietly, slowly, in places you can't see until it's almost too late. The body keeps the score. I didn't come up with that, but Lord, sighs, I have lived it, looks directly at camera. And the cruelest part, most people have no idea they're even doing it. They think they've moved on. They think they're fine. But fine doesn't wake up at 3 a.m. with a clenched fist. Fine doesn't flinch at a name mentioned in passing. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Pause. Walter was my closest friend for nearly 30 years. We worked together, raised our kids around the same time, spent more Sunday afternoons together than I can count. Around 1987, something happened between Walter and his brother Raymond, a business deal that went wrong, money involved, accusations made, things said that couldn't be unsaid. Sighs. Walter never spoke to Raymond again, not once. 17 years of silence. I watched Walter carry that thing everywhere he went, to every holiday dinner, every birthday, every quiet evening when there was nothing to distract him from it. He'd bring it up sometimes, still hot, still raw, like it happened last Tuesday. Long pause. Walter died at 71. Heart gave out. Raymond came to the funeral. Pause. Stood at the back. Couldn't even come to the front. Just stood there looking like a man who'd been robbed of something he could never get back. Two brothers. One stupid wound, neither of them treated. Clears throat. Now let me tell you something about myself. There was a period, about 15 years into my marriage, where I stopped talking to my wife, not completely, but about the things that mattered. I was frustrated, felt unseen, felt like I was disappearing inside my own house, and instead of saying one honest sentence, I just withdrew for almost 2 years. Long pause. 2 years. She didn't know what she'd done wrong. I didn't know how to say what was right, and that silence grew a wall between us that nearly ended everything. Looks at camera. We fixed it, eventually. By some grace we fixed it, but I will never get those 2 years back, and I have to live with the fact that I almost threw away the best thing in my life, because I was too proud to open my mouth. Now, I'm not going to tell you to see a therapist. Maybe you should. Maybe that's exactly right for you. I'm not against it. But I know a lot of people watching this. That's not where you are. That's not how you were raised. And I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Clears throat. So here's what I know actually works. From my own life. From watching others. 3 things. Simple, uncomfortable, real. Pause. First one. Say the thing out loud. Even if there's nobody in the room, I mean it. Find somewhere private and just say it. Whatever it is you've been swallowing, say it to the wall, say it to a photograph, say it to God if that's your way. There is something that happens in the body when a thing that has lived only in your chest finally comes out through your mouth. Something releases. I can't explain the science of it, I just know it's true. Long pause. Second thing, write it down, everything, all of it, ugly as it is. Then burn it or throw it away. You are not keeping it. You are not sending it. You are just evacuating it, getting it outside of you where it cannot keep doing damage. Size. Third thing, and this one is the hardest, decide. Make a decision. Either you pick up that phone and you say what needs to be said to that person, or you make a genuine choice to let it go. Not pretend to let it go, actually let it go. Looks at camera. Because half forgiveness is just resentment with better manners, and your body knows the difference. Believe me, it knows. Long pause. I want to say something to you now, and I need you to hear it the way I mean it. Not to frighten you, not to be dramatic, just plainly, the way one human being talks to another when there isn't much time left for pretending. You are not going to live forever, and neither is the person you're still angry at. One of you is going to go first, and whoever is left standing is going to have to carry whatever was left unsaid. I know that weight. It is heavier than anything I have ever lifted. Size. I'm 81 years old. I have made my peace with most things, not all, but most, and the ones I made peace with. Pause. I sleep through the night. The ones I didn't. Well, that's why I'm still up at 3 a.m. sometimes, talking to a camera, hoping somebody out there hears this before it's too late. Don't wait until you're sitting alone in a hospital gown, still angry, still silent, still waiting. There's no more time for that.